Hi everyone, welcome to Water Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not, and this is a triple shot of auto-loading French action. That's right, 3 replays in today's video, featuring some auto-loading French tanks. They're pretty groovy tanks to play, very fun, very good for shits and giggles as well. We look at the first game, featuring my old mate Ravvi from Life Clan. Ravvi streams on Twitch as well, link will be down below, unless I forget, I did forget one or two about a week or two ago. But anyway, Ravvi, lucky enough to be top tier in this game on Airfield in the AMX 12t, the 4-shot Tier 6 French light tank auto loader. You can see there 75mm gun as he starts to unload it. Doesn't quite get his first round off. 135 alpha damage, 144 penetration. That's with standard rounds, which he's got loaded now. APCR is premium, 202 penetration, so an extra 58mm of penetration. He's got strong coffee running as a premium consumable, and that's going to help his reload time, his aim time, and more importantly, I think it'll light tank his camouflage and his view range. He'll have very good view range. You can see the circles on the map. They show your view range, and those circles do take into account. Your equipment and consumables. Not sure what that T28 was thinking. That T28 just turned up out of the blue, and I don't think even Ravvi realised, because he'd already gone for the reload, but he did manage to pick up the kill. Reloading again, of course, the reload time with his 4-shot auto-loading 75mm gun isn't ridiculously long. You'll see in the final replay, the Batchat in today's video, it does take a little bit longer for a full clip to reload in the Tier 10 French medium tank, the auto loader. Anyway, here we go. 2-zip is the score on Airfield. Ravvi's got a kill, 60 hit points for that one kill. Yeah, that T28 just didn't want to, just maybe the kettle was about to boil. Who knows what he was thinking. 2-1 the score now. Ravvi is just kicking back here in this midsection of Airfield. The first shot doesn't land. Second shot does. Goes into the KV2. He knows the KV2 is going to take a long time to aim at him, so he takes the risk and decides to empty his clip into the top tier Russian heavy tank. That's the one with the dirt gun, the big KV2, the one with a big, like a dirt gun that can one-shot pretty much anything when it's top tier anyway. 3-2 the score. Now Ravvi on 1 kill, 421 damage done. Not a bad start. He's still on just about full health. I think he'd only copped 1 damaging shot for 86 hit points from the T28, the Tier 4 Russian medium tank. Looking towards the AMX 40. Tries to shoot. Maybe he thought that was destructible, that those bits of stone over there in the south, but that didn't really work. 3-all the score now. Ravvi looking for opportunities, finds a little Aussie tank, puts 1 shot into him, puts 2 shots into him. The Aussie tank pulls back. That's the Sentinel. That's a Tier 4 Sentinel. Of course, there's a Tier 6 Sentinel as well. Ravvi hoping to get the kill shot on the T37. Just saw the KV2 fired. The T37 just killed the OI Experimental, but none of those tanks are presenting themselves, so not lucky enough to be able to get a kill on that occasion. They're down by 1 tank at the moment, 3-4 on Airfield. Ravvi reloading again, and the KV2 asking for the scout to get the T37. Not a bad request. I mean, that T37 is going to be pretty hard for the KV2 to shoot with that big inaccurate dirt gun, but Ravvi gets shot by a rogue Lux there. 2 Luxes on the enemy team. Is it Luxes? Or is it Lux with an apostrophe at the end? Who knows? The score's 3-4. Ravvi from Lifeland. The AMX 12t. But one of the friendly looks goes down to the Birch gun. That's Tier 4 British artillery. Ravvi looking for the gun depression on the KV2. The KV2 is certainly looking his way. And Ravvi thinking twice about that engagement. He gets dirt from the KV2. It's going to be all over pretty quickly. Decides to go south. Finds the Lux. There's 1 shot into the Lux. Doesn't quite load in time to get a second shot into the Lux. There's a KV2. Decides he's got to risk it for the biscuit. He's going to beat his gun here. Hopefully all 3 shots will be enough. Don't bounce, whatever you do. Gets rid of the KV2. Picks up his second kill. Still down by 2 tanks. 5-2. There's the Lux again, chipping away. Even though the Lux is only at Tier 4, you're not going to bounce a Tier 6 light French tank too many times. 5-7 is the score on Airfield. A lot of map pinging happened by the KV2. That KV2, you'll be looking back at that T14 thinking, really, man? Are you really going to sit back there as a almost top tier heavy tank. Who knows? Lots of action happening in the south. Ravvi looking towards the central part of this map. That looks, and also the Panzer 4H just trolling that KV2. That KV2 driver will not be happy at all, and he'll be looking at these guys. Let's face it. And look, if you know much about clans, you maybe wouldn't be too surprised. Ravvi, on the other hand, puts one shot into the Panzer 4H. Shoots towards the SU for his second shot, doesn't land it, puts a third shot into him, puts a fourth shot into him, cops a shot from the Sentinel, loses his commander, waiting for that gun to reload. He needs that gun to reload. He's bouncing shots from the Sentinel. That Sentinel is pretty fast firing, moving around, trying to make himself as hard as possible to kill. He's gone for gold ammunition this time, cops another 88 damage from the looks. He's down to 13 hit points, down by two tanks, 6-8. Ravvi's on 1560 damage done. He's already done triple the hit points of his vehicle in damage. Starts to look at the map and say, hang on, what are these two guys down here? What are these two guys doing? Are they just going to sit there? Yeah, well, maybe they are. Who knows? Ravvi looking towards the south. There's AMX 40, the duck tank. One shot into the AMX 40. Two shot. It bounces, and that's the trolley armor of the duck tank. The third shell. This is premium ammunition, folks, but the fourth shell picks up his third kill. 7-8 the score now. They're only down by one tank. 7-8. 3 kills to Ravvi. 18-28 damage done. A little bit blocked. A little bit of assisted damage. Staying in these bushes. He does not want to be lit by that looks. That he will be aiming at the Sentinel. No, the Covenanter, I should say. Picks up his fourth kill. Still got 3 rounds remaining. It's sort of, the south is pretty, the south's a little bit under control, I think. The KV2 gives the T14 a little bit of advice in the chat. Calls him out. You're a fast heavy tank. Get off there. And look at it. It looks like he's going back. This T14 is going back. Look, I'm not going to point out that he's from Kelly Clan. Don't really do that kind of stuff. The AT12 coming forward to AT2, I should say, coming forward to try and help Ravvi. Ravvi on very low hit points indeed. He auto aims at something, not the SU-85. Looks like he auto aimed on the looks. The looks is what he needs to get rid of first, I think. The looks, I reckon, is aiming at the AT. There you go. Gets rid of the looks. Now he can come around here and try and help the AT get rid of that SU. There you go. That's the top gun confirmed. That's his 6th kill. And all of a sudden, they're up by 2 tanks. 10-8. I've got to say, no help at all. This T14, I'm not sure where he's going, the T14. Is he full health? He's close enough to being full health. He's only lost 100 hit points. Ravvi's down to 13 hit points. He's on 6 kills, 2,048 hit points of damage. A little bit blocked, a little bit of assisted damage. He's just going to kick back in these bushes, though, because he's 13 hit points. Anything could kill him. There's one into the KV. 1S. One into the looks. Wants to get rid of that looks because they are annoying, and the looks is probably the tank that's probably the most likely to spot him. And I think at this stage of the game it's all about the vision, especially when you're on 13 hit points. KV-1S gets the kill on the M8A1. Ravvi looking towards the KV-1S, willing that gun to reload before he gets into some kind of cover. It doesn't look like he's going to get into any cover at all. He's still moving, wants to make those bushes opaque so that he can't see him, because he knows it's going to take more than one shot to kill him. There you go. 2 shots into the KV-1S for his 8th kill. That's the Radley Walters. Starts to reload again. Now what is left? The T14 still out of this game. He's taken the long way all the way around here. Not too sure how fast the T14 is. It doesn't seem to be that slow, but now, as you see him moving around, but when he was moving here, maybe he had it on cruise control. Maybe he pushed the R button just the once and didn't push it twice to try to make it go a little bit quicker. Who knows? Ravvi from Life Clan moving up here, and that's what I said. That's what I was talking about with the vision. Auto aims on the Birch gun, misses his first shot. Second shot goes through. Birch gun's not going to move. He's given up. That's kill number 9, and now all of a sudden is 1 kill off a Radley Walters, and he's only got 4 shells remaining. Unfortunately, 3 of them are premium. 1 of them is a standard. A standard bullet, and the last tank remaining is the Hetzer, who I don't believe has been seen all game. He's got 3 rounds remaining, or 3 rounds in the clip. 135, that's 300, that's 400 damage. 405 damage. I don't think the Hetzer carries more than 405 hit points. I'd be very surprised if it did at tier 4. 14 to 9. Ravvi has carried this one. The heads of fires. Ravvi puts one into him. Keeps flanking it. Puts two into him. That's 10 kills. 10 kills and a pools medal for my old mate Ravvi from LifeCan in the AMX 12t. If you want to see more of Ravvi's games like this, check him out on Twitch. There will be a link down below as we have a quick look at the result. No surprise at all. It's an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge for my old mate Ravvi from LifeClan. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. He's also picked up the Hand of God for surviving and winning the battle having received damage from at least 4 different enemy tanks. Bruiser, Duelist, 5 for effect, the pools medal for those 10 kills. High caliber, of course, and the Top Gun. He certainly knows what he's doing in that kind of tank. If we look at the page 2, 2,973 hit points of damage. 5 kills. 5 kills. 15 base experience. Of course, it's an ace. 34 shots fired, 29 hit, 27 did damage. Nothing wrong with that. A little bit of assisted damage, a little bit of block damage. Cost him 20,000 credits because he was running the food, and of course he was running premium ammunition for a lot of that battle. Of course, he needed to. He really needed to put the carry pants on for that one on Airfield. Excellent work, and again, don't forget to check him out on Twitch. Link will be down below. As we move on to our second replay of today's triple shot of auto-loading French tanks, we're jumping up to tier 9 now. Tier 9, this is Mystblade. Mystblade from 1AR clan in the AMX 1390. Of course, the 1390 used to be the tier 8 French auto-loading light tank, and it was a reasonably popular tank with tier 8 strongholds and skirmishes and tier 8 clan wars when that first started. But of course, the 1390 has been promoted up to tier 9 now, and it's the tank on the way to the AMX 13105. As the name would suggest, it's got a 90mm gun, APCR as standard and premium ammunition, 240 alpha damage, 205 penetration, 248 penetration with premium. Cops a shot from the brand new Object 277 down there on the hill, sets him on fire. Lucky he's not running food like my old mate Ravvi was, because it might have been all over. Mystblade. Also a community contributor and also streams on Twitch and does YouTube videos as well. Links for all of those will be in the description down below. The AMX 1390 tier 9. Don't forget to check him out. He's a very good player indeed, and a hell of a nice guy. AMX 1390 with the 90mm gun. 240 damage. He's done 500 damage already. He's blown his automatic fire extinguisher reasonably early, but is it an automatic fire extinguisher? Not sure. We'll see towards the end. We'll see how much his consumables cost. Rolling up the hill and looking at the side of the Tiger. He'll be licking his lips here. He'll be saying, yep. But unfortunately, the first one misses. Second one gets him. Third one gets him. Looks like he was aiming for a tracking shot. Sets the Tiger 2 on fire. I might have said Tiger 1 there. I meant Tiger 2. And you know that I meant Tiger 2. Scores 0-1. He's up to nearly 1,500 damage now. Reloading again. It is a 4-shot gun, the AMX 1390. Kicking back on Tundra on the hill. Just waiting for that little French gun to reload. And this Lorraine, he'll be licking his lips saying, wow, look at that Lorraine. One more for the kill. Can he get it? He's got one more. Unfortunately, he misses. And it is an automatic fire extinguisher. There you go. Just got to hover over it. There you go. 1-2. 2-2 the score now as the Lorraine 40T gets taken out by the T54 Mod 1. And for the first time for a while, it's an even scoreboard at 2 apiece. 2,284 damage for Mystblade from 1AR. Community contributor, awesome bloke, hell of a nice guy, and a very, very good tanker indeed. Looking towards the T30, thinking, well, I might be a light tank, but it's time for me to take some health off this tier 9 American tank destroyer. I reckon that last shot went through. Now, his automatic fire extinguisher is recharged, so I guess he can afford to be set on fire again, although I'm sure he won't want to. He's only got 604 hit points remaining. Is he on a mission? Let's do damage to an arty. Well, it might happen in this game. That seems like a pretty groovy mission to get. Gee, anyway, looking towards the ELC even 90, of course, possibly the smallest tank in the game. But when you bounce 2 shots or critically hit it, that's got to be frustrating, even with standard ammunition. Looking for the E50. Don't fall off, mate. Whatever you do, roll back. Yeah, rolling back's the right thing to do. Takes a reload. Wait for that gun to reload. 2,775 damage done. The score's 4-2. He's reloading. There's still a lot of tanks over here. You can see on the minimap, a lot of enemy tanks over there. But it'd be crazy if he sort of went charging in like a wrecking ball into those big heavy tanks with the Kranvagner, the Object 277. I think there's a Conway down there. They could all just, they'd laugh at him and they would just take him for, there you go, 2 shots into, is that another Lorraine? Or is it the same one? No, it's a different Lorraine 40 ton. That's the auto-loading French Tier 8 premium medium tank. One of game that's very, very fun to play. 6-3 the score now on Tundra. 3,278 damage done. Just kicking back, sniping up here on the hill on Tundra. There's still too much armor here for him to go running into. But look, it looks like these tanks are aiming towards his friends that are over here around there. So Mystblade showing good map awareness, going to pull around and try and carve up some damage into these tanks. 1 into the Conway, 2 into the Ferdinand, 1 more to kill the Conway. Good idea there, choosing to kill the Conway rather than the Ferdinand, because the Conway being tier 9, and knowing that his friends hopefully will be able to kill the Ferdinand, and he'll pick up the assisted damage because he had tracked the tier 8 heavily armoured French tank destroyer. 11-3 the score now, so the result is pretty much a foregone conclusion. He's switching to premium ammunition now because he only had 1 standard round left, and of course he might be about to start a fight with the Kranvagner. The Kranvagner on pretty high hit points, and it's not the most lightly armoured tank in the world. Finds the ELC even 90, tracks him. Did he bounce the ELC even 90 twice again? That ELC even 90, he really should buy a Tats Lotto ticket. He's got 2 rounds remaining. Looking at the Kranvagner. The Kranvagner's looking at him. I don't think I'd even waste my time. I think I'd roll back up and maybe take a reload, depending. I guess the Kranvagner could have been faking. It's quite possible that the Kranvagner has unloaded his clip and was just trying to scare the Mystblade away. Now the Kranvagner's fired at least 2 shots. It's just him and the Indian Panzer. He's just killed the Indian Panzer. Now that Kranvagner might have 1 round remaining. I don't think he will though. I've got a feeling he might be on the reload, and I think Mystblade agrees, and Mystblade's going for death or glory here. Going to go straight. Is he going to go straight for him? He's not. I reckon that Cranny must be reloading. Who knows? That was a do or die moment. I think Mystblade's decided not to go charging in like a wrecking ball to the Cranny. He's probably thinking a little bit like Clint Eastwood. Did he fire 3 shells or 4? Do I feel lucky? Do you punk? The IS-7's come to play, and now Mystblade showing that he's using his brains. Yeah, the Kranvagner shooting towards the IS-7. Auto aims, puts 1 into him, 2 into him. Kranvagner shoots and misses, and he continues to run. Fires on the move, picks up his 2nd kill, gets rid of the tier 10 Swedish auto-loading heavy tank, brings his damage up to 4,872. Only 178 assisted damage, and that was on the Ferdinand, when the Ferdinand was playing over there. They all know where the FV4005 was last spotted, and they're all charging towards him. Mystblade will have a full clip by the time he gets there, no problems at all. 4 bullets remaining. The FV4005, not the slowest tank in the world, so he could have moved. Looks like the FV215B 183 is coming to play as well. The FV looking the opposite way, puts 1 into him, 2nd one bounce, 3rd one picks up his 3rd kill, and a good win in the end, 15-10 on Tundra. That's Mystblade. Don't forget to check him out on Twitch and YouTube. Links will be down below. Let's have a look at the result before we move on to our 3rd and final replay, featuring some French auto-loading tanks, lights and mediums. This is Mystblade from 1AR Clan, the AMX 1390 Ace Tanker, Bruiser, Fire for Effect, All X Medal for killing 2 tanks of a higher tier, Confederate for shooting more enemy tanks than anybody else, High Caliber for carrying the hell out of that one. 5,574 damage, 3 kills, 1381 base experience. He fired 31 shots, 27 hit, 21 did damage, 5,500 damage. A little bit sniped, a little bit of assisted damage. He even made credits. Looks like he had a personal reserve for credits running as well, making an extra 33,809 credits. But with a premium account, just under 48,000 credits. Not too bad at all in that tier 9 game where he did have to fire some premium because he'd run out of standard ammunition. But not too bad at all. An ace tanker in the 1390 Mystblade. Check him out on Twitch and YouTube. Links will be down below as we move on to our third and final replay featuring different tier French autoloaders. It's once again, it's my old mate Ravvi from Life Clan, this time in the Batchat 25t. Quick mouthful of coffee before it goes cold. Ravvi this time is on airfield. Abbey starts with A, and that's all that matters, right? Now, without giving too much away, this is going to be a bit of a longer game. Ravvi not stuffing around, going straight for the middle. No, only half going straight for the middle. And again, he's got food running, like you would have seen earlier. 15 standard and 15 premium rounds. It's a 105mm gun, 390 alpha damage, 259 penetration. That's with APCR, which is standard. Heat rounds, 330 penetration. So an extra 71mm for the premium. But of course it's heat, so sometimes it's going to struggle against spaced armor. 50-50, half standard, half premium, which is an interesting decision. I've seen a lot of people run different configurations, and the reason the different configurations are relevant in a Batchat 25t is that you only get 30 rounds, and if you're having a really good game, you can quite easily run out of ammunition. So I've watched a few replays in the Batchat, and I'll tell you right now, it isn't too hard to run out of ammunition in the tier 10 French autoloader. This is the original tier 10 medium tank. This is the original tier 10 French medium tank, which is the autoloader. Of course, the AMX 12t came out probably a year or two ago now. Ravvi from Life Clan kicking back in the middle of Abbey, trying to get a little bit of damage on his clanmate Bot Vale in the M48 pattern. I don't think he's a dummy though, or maybe he is. He does expose himself, gets set on fire from Ravvi, and Ravvi's going to want to unload on this guy, trying to get rid of a tier 10 tank early. Not too bad at all. He does take the reload. He lets his teammates know that he's reloading by hitting the F8 key. And he won't be too happy with that bloke in the M48 pattern. Won't be too happy. 1460 damage. I wouldn't be surprised if he actually got a little bit more damage, because I think the tank went a little bit unspotted. The tank went unspotted after Ravvi set him on fire. So the game might not have picked up all of the damage, but Ravvi did to the pattern with that first shot. Anyway, he's just about reloaded. Looks like he's decided the middle is not for him anymore. Gotten rid of a top tier medium tank. Batchat 25t AP, the baby Batchat, got taken out by the Jagdpanzer E100. That's on the other side of the map. That would have hurt. That would have been a pretty big shell from the big bad German tier 10 tank destroyer. And going through a baby Batchat at tier 9, that would have just been like a hot knife through butter. Ravvi saying, "Follow me, Progetto, Spaghetti Man." Spaghetti Man says, "Yeah, hold my beer. I've got this. I'm with you, mate. Let's see how we go." And Ravvi's deciding that let's just roll this. Let's just roll this guy. He shot him. Looks like he's burning. I think who got the kill? The Striv got the kill. Not sure who set him on fire. Ravvi reloading again, which is a good idea because, like I said earlier, with the loadout in this tank, your clip is 5. If you've only got 15 and you're taking a reload halfway through a clip, you really got to start thinking about, towards the end of the game, will I need every bullet? Will I need every bullet? Who knows? But he is reloading with 10 standard shells remaining. You're looking at that E75 thinking, oh, I like the look of that. But the grill picks up that kill. And for the first time in this game, they're up by attack 4-3. Ravvi on 2,242 damage. That we know about. Like I said, I reckon might have missed out on 1 or 2 clicks of fire on that M48 pattern. Ravvi's clanmate. 4-3 is the score now. He's not on a mission. Speaking of missions, Mystblade, I reckon he got that mission to damage the spot and damage an SPG in... or did he? No, I don't think he did. No, I'm thinking of the airfield game where Ravvi shot him. Anyway, back to Abbey. 5-4 is the score. Lots of tanks in the middle. hardly anything defending the 1-2 line. That's why Ravvi's keeping one eye on this map and going straight down here. You can see there's a lot of tank destroyers last spotted down here. Struve, the Jag-Panzer, the Udes, all last spotted at the enemy base. Batchat 12t. This Batchat 12t at tier 8 will be trying to spot these tanks for these tank destroyers. Looking on the 1-2 line, these heavy tanks, the Defender, the OHO, the IS-7. Okay, the Conway's not a heavy tank, but is sort of trying to help with the heavy tank. The Batchat 12t gets killed over here. Great one to kill by the artillery, the M53, M55, because that's a tank that is spotting Ravvi's teammates. He puts 2 rounds into the Jag-Panzer E100. He does get lit. I reckon I would have tried to kill something. There's the Udes. There's the Udes on 267. Ravvi, I don't think he landed that one. Two rounds remaining. Looking towards the T28. Didn't think the T28 would be there. Well, I certainly didn't think the T28 would be there. Ravvi just looking. He wants to use those last 2 shells before he takes the reload, but he doesn't want to get shot by that Jag. First one doesn't land. Second one does land, and I reckon he might have tracked that T28. Ravvi moving around here, knows he's reloading. The last 5 remaining standard rounds left in his tank. 7-all is the score. Going for a little bit of a climb up here. That didn't quite work. Voice is about to die, but we'll get through it. 7-all is the score. 1 kill to Ravvi. 2,962 in the Batchat 25t. The T10 auto-loading French medium tank artillery puts one into the T28. Now it can afford to take a shot from the T28, but look, I wouldn't be surprised if he's not lit with those bushes there. He is pretty close. There you go, easy peasy. Why not just take the kill? Why not take the kill? Starts to drive that way. Confident that he's no longer spotted, so turns around. So these guys here, if you look at the mini-map, these tank destroyers here, will think that Ravvi's possibly coming around this way. But instead, Ravvi's going back. Looks like he's going to go back. Reloading on the way. Reloading premium ammunition. Looking at the map, you can see the enemy IS-7 and Conway. Last spotted not too far from Ravvi's cap. Even though they're winning by a tank, they've got 2 tanks that are not far from the cap. The IS-7 pinging the map like a madman, which is what IS-7s can do, especially when they die. The Conway kills the Nameless, which was the last tank capable of spotting those enemy tanks near the northern flag. Ravvi showing great map awareness. He's aware of this. He's going up there. That M53, M55 will be as nervous as anything. Ravvi coming back saying, rightio, don't worry, we'll spot these tanks. They're down by a tank now as that big bad Jag-Panzer E100 kills the Centurion 1 on the western side of this map. Now Ravvi running food, that food of course we talked about earlier, that's going to help with his reload time and his aim time and all that stuff, but it's also going to help with his vision, and that's what Ravvi's going to be relying on, his vision, to maybe outspot the Conway and the IS-7. That's why he's taking a bit of a wide berth here. Wants to minimise the chance of him getting lit, and I guess these tanks would probably, you can probably spot him from here. That's what he's probably relying on. At least here he's got a little bit of cover. If he had have went straight up the guts, then they probably would have just laughed at him and killed him all day long. There's the IS-7 on pretty low hit points, 755, so that's going to be 2 shots from the 390 alpha damage gun. The Conway hasn't been seen for a while. They either have the Western heavy tanks, the OHO, or the Defender. Just over 6.5 minutes left in this game. Ravvi going for a different line on this one. He's got a full clip ready to go. Premium ammunition loaded. Something just went bang. There, the Waffle Traeger Alpha Panzer 4 kills the Conway. Not sure who spotted the Conway, because Ravvi didn't get that assisted damage. My money is on the Struve. Puts one into the IS-7. Gets a little bit of assisted damage as well. Maybe somebody else. Maybe artillery put one into him. Who knows? 331 damage. Ravvi looking for the angle. Certainly does not want to get spotted by the Russian heavy tank. That shot does not land. Realises the defender's coming. He's definitely going to be spotted. He knew he was spotted before his 6th sense went off. That's why he started backing off as soon as that defender was lit. He's got 3 rounds remaining. He wants to get rid of that IS-7. He knows that's the key. These tank destroyers over here, I'm not sure they'll be able to shoot that defender. He doesn't go for a reload. Very, very good idea here. He wants to make sure he's still got those bullets in his barrel, just in case he can kill that IS-7. There goes the defender. Ravvi will know he's not going to be spotted anytime soon. Looking towards the IS-7. He can go back to where he was a minute ago now. 3 rounds should be enough to kill the IS-7. 10-9 is the score. 2 kills to Ravvi. 3,500 damage done. 1766 assisted damage. You'll be thinking, this is not a bad finish at all. I'll be sending this one to Stewie at Get On Board Studios pretty soon. And Ravvi, those pushes, whilst they'll be protecting him from getting spotted, they're also going to be protecting the IS-7. It's 1 into the IS-7. He's down to 12 hit points. IS-7 doesn't appear to know where he's getting shot from. I don't think artillery will be able to shoot him. The Striv might be able to get into a position to flank the IS-7 and put one into his rear. I'm not too sure. Ravvi waiting for the right one. I don't think that'll work. Auto waves. Not sure why he's... That was just a... I think his fingers might have just been getting a little bit itchy there and he clicked on the auto aim button. IS-7 on 12 hit points. Ravvi on 1377 hit points. 3,844 damage done. 1766 assisted damage. He takes a reload. Someone else needs to HE the IS-7. Well, I mean, he could just go in and cop a shot and kill him. That is an option. And looking at the mini-map, the IS-7, assuming these TDs are all still down here camping, he could cop, but he might cop a shot from the IS-7 and the OHO, which would take him down to a pretty low amount of hit points. Just can't get the angle on that Russian heavy tank. Towards the Jag, doesn't see anything he likes with the Jag. The IS-7 knows if he moves, he's dead. There you go. Striv is coming around to start. What's the artillery doing? Really? What a waste. What a waste. Yeah, there you go. I mean, he drew fire from the OHO, but wow, that was just such a waste from that M53, M55. Not, if he had nothing to do, he could have started shooting this Jag. Let's be honest. Looks like the grill shoots and misses the IS-7. OHO is over there on Ravvi's left. OHO's just fired. Ravvi says, I'll do it myself, don't worry. First shot bounces, don't shoot at the tracks. Second shot gets rid of the IS-7. Ravvi coming up now, still got 3 rounds remaining. That should be enough for the OHO. The M40, M43 decides to look at the Tier 9 American and do exactly what the Tier 9 American just did, which was throw his tank away. Auto aims on the OHO. 3 rounds should be enough. First shot goes in, second shot takes the kill. I'd be reloading. He does. What's left now? The UDES 03. There's the UDES on 11. Maybe reloading was a bad idea. But look, he can cop a shot from the UDES if nobody else kills him. And that's what he's just sort of realised. His gun's half loaded. Scores 13-10. He's on 4 kills. He's already starting to send me a message saying, Stewie, I reckon I've got another ace tanker ready to go. The UDES is just running away. Ravvi's running after him. I'd be tempted to ram kill it. And that's exactly what he does. Didn't lose any health either for that ram kill. Now, the Jag. Can the Jag kill him with 1 shot? Oh, I don't think he can. 2 minutes remaining. Looks like the Jag certainly not quite loaded. Tracks him on the way past. Uses his repair kit to fix himself. Shoots him again. 2 more shots. Will 2 be enough? Maybe it will. It does. Top guns it. Top guns it. Claims the ace. Claims a victory. And I can confidently say, Ravvi, that victory was all yours, me old mate. Well played in the Batchat Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. Let's have a quick look. I've pushed the wrong button. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. Bruiser Medal for doing some internal crew module damage. Fire for effects. High caliber. Top gun. Not too bad at all. 6,272 damage. 6 skills. 1413 base experience. And the Progetto didn't do too bad at tier 8. He stuck around till the end. Didn't get any kills. Didn't do a massive amount of damage, but he got second. He got a little bit of assisted damage. He didn't do too bad at all. 1766 assisted damage for Ravvi. 24 shots fired, 21 hit, 17 penetrated. There were certainly a few passengers in that game. Again, another one with personal reserves running. Made 42,000 credits with that personal reserves running and a premium account. Of course, it would have been a loss had he not having that personal reserve going. Even with a premium account. Once again, thanks for the replays, lads. Don't forget to check out Ravvi and Mystblade. Mystblade on Twitch, and of course Mystblade on YouTube as well. Links will all be down below with all the other stuff that goes down there. Thanks again for watching, everyone. Take care, and see you all next time.